Hi, thank you for joining me for this 30-minute grounding practice. Today, we are here filming at the Iron Factory in Philadelphia, which is a co-op space mainly used for dance, sometimes yoga, sometimes music. It's a beautiful historic building. Check it out if you're ever in the Philadelphia area. But let's get started in a seated position. Get comfortable. You might want to sit up on a blanket or a block. Take your feet in, maybe cross one ankle right in front of the other so that your heels come right into alignment. You want your knees kind of be moving towards the floor. And then place your palms, for the sake of this class, the grounding class, face down onto the legs. And roll your shoulders up, back, and down a couple of times, just threading through that space. See if you're pitching forward or back, and try and lean in a very stable position of your spine. Lift up. When your moment is right, close the eyes and start to draw inwards. Take a big breath in through the nose, into the belly. Drawing further breath up into the chest. And exhale to release. Take another big breath in through the nose, into the belly. Drawing further breath up into the chest. And exhale, release. Last one, big breath in through the nose, belly, chest. Hold the breath at the top of the inhale. Take another quick sip of air. Exhale through the mouth. Allowing your body also to release any tension, any holding. Allowing yourself to fall into a place of easiness. Relaxing through the physical body. Relaxing through the mind. Relaxing into the breath as you feel it move in through the lungs. A lot of times when we become ungrounded, it's because we lose a sense of connection to ourselves. So this class will help you really ground through all of not just the points of contact that you're making with the floor, like your feet or the legs, but also ground into a deeper sense of yourself. And through movements of opening the hips and opening through the feet and opening in charging through the legs, we'll start to draw our energy instead of up, back down into those areas. So, gently float your palms up, draw them in front of your heart. Set an intention to ground into your body, to ground into the self, and to stick with the breath as you move. Release your palms all the way down alongside of your body, and as you inhale, lift and look up. As you exhale, take the hands to heart. Another big inhale draws your arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Keeping grounded onto your blanket, just switch the crossing of your feet. Walk your left fingertips all the way out, pressing into the palm. Maybe softening into the elbow, reach your right arm overhead and breathe into the right side body. Think about breathing all the way up through the intercostal muscles along the rib cage. Spin your heart up, look up. Come all the way up to seated, stretch through both sides, and then walk your right fingers out, press into the hands, and open through the left side. Inhaling, exhaling. Come all the way up to seated, reach through both arms, take your palms together right into heart center. We're going to come right onto tabletop position, so hands and knees. I always start my classes with cat-cow, so moving through cat-cow, sliding the shoulders back. Inhale, and exhale to rounds. Inhale to lengthen and lift, crown of the head to tailbone. Exhale, drawing the belly in, dropping the head down. Inhale, elongate the spine, look up. Exhale, round through the back, belly in, head relaxes. And then pause in your cat pose and just kind of shake your head out, shake your neck out. Up and down, side to side, and then rolling through the spine, come up, tuck your toes underneath you, and slowly start to sit onto the heels. This is called broken toe pose, so even get the pinky toe underneath on both sides. If you don't feel this, start to walk your knees forward. If you do feel this, and you likely will, because it's a very opening part of it opens into the foot. Just pause here and control your breath. Start to close the eyes. Sit with the sensations that you feel. Here we'll take the palms up, connecting the wrists together so that your hands kind of resemble a bowl shape. And we're just going to start to spin the wrists around onto each other in one direction and then the other. And as you do this, try and feel the fluidity of your elbows, working its way into your shoulders. And just this circular motion will really start to open through the joints of the wrists, elbows, and shoulders. Once you've gone in both directions, release your arms down. Finally, release the feet down. Tap into the tops of the feet, just letting go of any energy there. And we'll step right into a downward dog, grounding the hands. Tuck the toes, press back. Just let your head drop towards the floor, lift your sit bones up towards the ceiling, and look in between the feet or at your belly. Look forward now in between your hands and start to walk your feet very purposefully, step by step, all the way up into your hands. When you get there, lift up all 10 toes, spread your toes apart, and place them down to the floor. As you inhale, lift up, keeping that groundedness sensation into the legs and feet, and then exhale, hands all the way to your heart center. We'll begin with a modified sun salutation, working towards opening the legs and the hips. So as you inhale, stretch and look up. And as you exhale, fold. Bend into the knees, sink into your hips, reach your arms up. As you exhale, fold, send your right leg all the way back for a low lunge pose. Square into your hips, send your heart forward. And then reach your left arm up, look up. Exhale back down onto the knee. Untucking the toes, Anjaneyasana, inhale. Exhale, lower the palms all the way down. Step your left foot back. Look forward, lower knees, chest in between thumbs, chin. Inhale, straighten through the legs, lift to cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Moving slowly and mindfully. Look forward at your hands and step forward. Standing forward fold. As you inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Other side, bend through the knees, sink into the hips. Lift your arms up. Chair pose. Lowering all the way down. Inhale, send your left leg back. Low lunge on the left side. Sweep your right arm up, look up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Ground through the right hand. Drop the left knee down. Reach your arms all the way up. Anjaneyasana. Inhale. Exhale. Ground through the palms. Step your right foot to meet the left. Look forward, lower knees, chest, chin. Straight through the legs, cobra pose, lift down and inhale. Exhale, lower. Pressing back, downward facing dog. Look forward at your hands, step forward, standing forward fold. Root to rise, inhale, look up. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's take a big wide step with the right leg all the way out to the right. So coming now into warrior two. You want to create a heel to arch alignment with the feet and gaze over your front fingers. Really open through the chest and settle into the legs. Begin to turn your palms up. As you inhale, lift and look up. As you exhale, open out. As you inhale, lift, look up. Exhale, grounding back down. Inhale, lift. Stay lifted into the spine. Keep your legs straight. Reach your arms out to a T. And then pull your left sit bone under as you extend to triangle pose. If you do have a block here, grab onto your block and take it inside, or better yet, outside the leg. Taking full Trikonasana, hand underneath shoulder, thumb in front of your mouth. Breathing for 1, 2, 3. Shift your gaze now to the left big toe, bend into the knee, and come all the way up, warrior two. Take your front palm forward and then sweep it back, coming into reverse warrior. Breathing in, and then coming all the way back, warrior two. Circle your hands all the way down. So we're going to ground through the palms. The most essential thing that you do here is keep your knee over the ankle. We're going to start to reach the arms forward and think about keeping warrior two in the legs and downward dog in the torso. So feel free to walk out as far as you'd like to the right. Maybe drop in as you kind of melt the chest in the direction of the floor. Notice any sensations that arise. Soften into the mind, and still and smooth through the breath. Inhale for length, come onto the fingers, walk all the way back. Pick your right heel up. Spin it down. Take your left arm forward, and you want to kind of clasp the armpit right onto the knee. Your left hand will come out from that point, and you're going to sweep your right arm back. Think of this as an extended side angle, but different. And then try and get your heart to move up all the way, facing the ceiling, facing the sky. Breathe in, breathe out. Release your right hand down, cross through your palms, take your right heel up off of the floor. Let's vinyasa all the way into downward facing dog. Soften through your knees, look forward, hop or step, standing forward fold, root to rise, come all the way up, look up, hands to heart. Inhale, lift, exhale, fold, send your left leg all the way back, spin your back heel down. Coming into warrior two, I'll face the other direction. Gaze over your front fingers, establishing your drishti, your focus. Turn your palms up, and then inhale to lift and look up. Exhale to open out. Inhale, lift. Exhale, open. Inhale, lift arms and legs. Look up. And then exhale, open just the arms. Tilt your right supine under. Lengthen out. And then take your hand again onto the block or onto your leg. Triangle pose. 2 full breaths here. Gaze will shift towards the right big toe. Bend into the knee until it stacks over the ankle. And lift up, warrior two. Turn your front palm up, reach it forward, and then sweep it back, keeping that front bend over the knee for reverse warrior. Circle both hands to the floor, keeping your legs in warrior two alignment. Come into this great hip opener with your arms extended and your chest melting all the way down. Try and keep the integrity of the front leg. Inhale to lengthen and exhale to walk your hands forward. Take your right arm, reach it forward. Place the armpit onto the knee and stretch your hand back. As you inhale, open out, look up, and breathe here. Really getting into the hips. Lengthen from tailbone all the way out through the crown of your head. Good. Gently ground through the palms. Lift your back heel up and step your right leg back, flowing through a vinyasa. Coming all the way back, downward facing dog. 2 full breaths here. Soften through the knees, lift the gaze, hop or step. Standing forward fold. Root to rise, lifting up. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's open up and out. Left leg will come all the way out. 10 feet. 5 feet in front of your front leg for wide-legged pose. See if you can line up the edges of your feet with the edges of your mat. Take your hands onto the hips and then squeeze the elbows together like you're trying to squeeze a beach ball with your arms. Inhale to lengthen and exhale, hinge forward halfway and then all the way towards the floor. Allow your head to drop. Hands can come onto the ankles, or hands can come into the toe line. We're going to stay here for roughly 5 breaths. If you have a block and you'd like to try it, you can take your block and just rest your head onto it at any level. As you inhale, lift your chest up, halfway lift, and then collect your hands onto the hips. Squeeze your elbows together and very, very gradually start to lift all the way up to standing at the top or a side of your mat. From here, we're going to gently turn the heels in and reach the toes out. Bend into your knees and sink into the hips. This is called goddess squat. You may find that it's easy for you to do this with a wide leg or with a shortened stance. So choose what's best. Bend into the knees, sort of relax into your feet, and position your shoulders over the hips. As you inhale, sweep your arms into cactus arms, maybe taking Dhyana Mudra, finger and thumb pressing. Option to lift up a heel and place it down. Option to lift up the opposite heel, placing it down. Option to lift up both heels, hovering in the posture, and then placing your heels to ground. Release the mudra. Draw your hands together so that your pinkies touch and maybe your elbows touch. Mine don't touch, but maybe yours will. Lift your elbows up to shoulders and then allow yourself to fold forward over your legs. Your forearms might touch the floor, or you might decide to hover. This is a deep hip opener, so be gentle with yourself, maybe rocking from side to side. Gradually start to lift, coming all the way up. Extend your legs and arms towards straight. And then open out to a warrior two pose. Turning your front foot to face forward on the mat. We're just going to start by taking hopefully our right foot forward. So we'll take what's called Skandasana. Your back heel is going to drop and lift up. This is what is called a half squat. So your front foot's in a squat, your back leg is kind of bending and opening in this way. And you're going to kind of either position onto your fingers or You can take your hands to heart center, both together or not. Take a moment here, and then ground and walk all the way over, staying low in the hips to the other side. Keeping your right foot to peel up off of the floor, maybe grounding, or maybe taking hands to heart. Coming back over to the right side, just lubricating the hips, and back over to the left, and over to the right. We're going to pause on the right side, swing your right arm to the inside of the knee, fingers in line with toes, sweep your left arm up and look up. Stay here, you can fully bind the hands behind you as you continue to gaze in the upward direction. And then release the arms as you walk yourself over to the left side. Taking the bind or just opening your arms out. Either way, it's still a really great way to open into the hips. You don't have to be bound. It's the same posture regardless of what you're doing. Release the pose, hands to heart. Come all the way up to the top of your mat and take your knee, your right foot all the way back, downward dog. Let's move to pigeon preparation pose, swinging your right leg up and taking the knee outside of the right wrist. Your back leg wants to go straight back. Untuck the toes there and begin to walk your hands back. You might want to grab your blocks here, but press into the fingers to lift. If you have a bandha practice, lifting through Mula Bandha, root lock, Uddiyana Bandha, navel lock, and lifting up through the nadis, the Sushumna Nadi. And then relax into the legs and start to walk forward, releasing your forehead down. Just relax into the pose and breathe here. Slowly start to come up. Walking your hands shoulder distance apart. Tuck your back toes and switch sides. Left leg lifts. Exhale, take the knee outside of the wrist. Your ankle in front of your right hand. Tuck your back leg, go straight back, and walk your hands back. Lift up and out of the hips. Protects your low back when you lift into the legs like this, and then slowly lower. Pigeon pose, other side. Gently start to take awareness back in as you lift up from pigeon. This time just swing your front leg forward, just forward of you. Take your big toes to touch, your inner heels to touch, and pull your heels all the way in, so really close. You want eventually your knees to touch the floor. So inhale to lift, and as you exhale, exhale, start to come forwards. You're just working your heart to the floor. And you can even take your thumb into the foot and gently massage the feet. As you inhale, start to lift. Coming into bound angle, press your feet forward. Keep your chest lifted. Take one hand forward, one hand back. Slide your sit bones back just 1/4 of an inch. And then glide forward into a little bit deeper version of the pose. Slowly start to lift up. Gently press the knees together and come into a seated position. We're going to do a pranayama or breathing exercise and then go straight from there into Shavasana to end the class. We're going to do Nadi Shodhana, which is alternate nostril breathing. You want to get comfortable here and allow your eyes to soften towards closed. Pick up your dominant hand and take your hand to close off. Take your index finger or thumb to close off the left nostril. Inhale through the right side. Close off the right side and exhale through the left. Inhale up through the left. Holding the breath in. Exhale through the right. Inhale up through the right. Holding it in. Exhale through the left. Inhale up through the left. Hold. Exhale through the right. Holding all of the breath out. Release your hands down. And slowly blink your eyes open. Feel free to drop into Shavasana here by extending the legs towards straight. As you extend the legs out, flip your palms up, close your eyes, and slide your shoulders underneath the back. Allow your whole body to feel heavy. Allowing the hips to feel heavy, the shoulders, the legs, allowing your back, the back of the head to feel cradled by the earth underneath you. Even clearing the space between the tops of the eyebrows and the hairline. If you have more time, feel free to stay in Savasana. Otherwise, begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, rolling through wrists and ankles, eventually taking a full body stretch. Draw your knees towards your chest and roll onto one side. press up into a seated position with your eyes closed. Just draw everything in. Notice how you feel in this moment and connect with that feeling. Connect with yourself in this moment of peace. Draw your hands up and into your heart center, bowing towards yourself, chanting the mantra Ong Namo Gurudev Namo, meaning I bow to the inner teacher within me. This inner teacher that we establish a connection with in our practice, and this inner teacher that allows us to feel grounded and centered in ourselves. Namaste.
Thank you for joining me for this class. Feel free to subscribe to my channel if you like this content. Thank you.